winners of 3 straight, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will put total weather and will get started. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Indiana's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Got the first down and more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So the Oregon Ducks offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he
in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The sure hands, it's Hill. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Try to get it to the edge. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's got the tight end. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Pulls and fired complete. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! On to attempt the try. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, find your matchups you want. You got a slot matched up on a DB. I can take advantage of this. He's so quick. Those are where you put your faster twitch guys that can win inside right now. Give it to him and win out.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop. We've got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Indiana! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. the play-action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Finds his man. It's Green. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Tease. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
The great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He got it. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
They'll try to sneak it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Lots of running room. Inside the 10. Almost took it all the way. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown Ducks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 40. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good...
Fires one high and deep. Snags it. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hill. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Ducks racing to the line in the... of three straight, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Indiana's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Red pass hits complete. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really important. To get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Oregon's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give out of the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire field.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 20. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No fair catches here. Looking for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Oregon! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Lost a throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. Now they'll run it on the toss. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops the throw. Under fire, trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Split backs here. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Got a man. And they're able to get him down. He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football? And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his...
He's got it! They will score! Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, At least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Power ahead. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a day, his third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Indiana, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the big fella. Reads the tackle, and he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Hoosiers want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 35. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The run from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running... forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown! And they add 6
yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys are...
There he goes! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Across the 25, he's got room. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability.
Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he wants it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Green. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes! Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks trying to cash it in on first and goal. Trying to power it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Let them do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
To the air on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Pickett. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. I'll bet they'd sign up to start every drive first and goal from the 7. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out